Hey guys, I'm Daisho, and I'm here bringing you the next deck in this guide, which is the last one, Hall of Champions. I've already expressed a decent amount how I think this deck is going to be awful, but let's find out. Alright, it's got 30 land in it right now. I don't know. We'll just do that for now, and then so we can get a good idea of how many cards are actually in the deck that we need to just drop. Anyway, let's get started. A Crazen Squire, this is one of the ones that I actually like in the deck. I mean, it's a 1/1, it attacks for 2 on turn 1, or on turn 2 rather, and perhaps even more, so that guy's pretty sweet. Deaf Duelist is also, it's not a bad one. It's a first striker, so it's going to be pretty good to give some Exalted to, because they're not really going to be able to like double block, triple block it down or whatever. And it's got Shroud, so they can't target it, so after you attack, they can't like kill it in response, which is pretty nice. Kasali Pride Mage I really like in this deck. A 2/2, and then you can use it for some artifact or enchant removal, of which there are some really powerful ones. So yeah, you can do that, and then hopefully that'll get you back into the game. And it's got Exalted, which is nice. This thing is just pretty standard, flying Exalted, 1/1. Not terrible, not great. Sigil Blessing. Yeah, not really feeling this. Just like a random pump spell for one creature, but like, why would you want to pump all your creatures when you're playing an Exalted deck? You just want to pump one of them. A couple of Martial Coups, which is pretty good. Maybe, I don't know. You have to pay 7 to make it a Wrath, but if you do pay 7, then you basically win the game. We'll see if it makes the cut. Not really sure. Right, this one is one of each color. For a 2/2 Exalted, destroy target creature that dealt damage to you this turn. That's not that good. It's not bad, because the ability's okay. You would want to be using it in an Exalted deck so that you can still get benefit out of him, but he could actually do his work, which is just to kill creatures when they attack you. I like this guy, 3/4 lifelink in this deck. He doesn't have Exalted, but he's a really good thing to attack in with Exalted, and even if you don't have a bunch of creatures out, he's still a threat. I think this one's pretty good, and I'll probably keep it. There's a whole bunch of sweepers going around now, and this guy just counters that sweeper, so it's not bad. Guardians of Akraza, probably not going to run this one, but we'll see. Exalted Reach, yeah, I'd rather run this one by a significant margin than Guardians of Akraza, because this one can also attack if I need to. Behemoth Sledge is really good to give trample and lifelink to your Exalted creatures, so they can't just chump block, and they can't really race either. Bant Charm, destroy target artifact, target creature on bottom of its owner's library, counter target instant. 3 things that are pretty relevant are creature on the bottom of its owner's library is almost always going to be relevant, and it's pretty good against like zombies and stuff like that, so yeah, it's a pretty good card. This guy just doesn't seem like he really fits in the deck. I'm just going to take him out right now. But yeah, Sublime Archangel. Yeah, this card, I hear this one's it's not terrible. Whenever other creatures you control have Exalted, so it stacks. Even if your other creatures have Exalted, they get double Exalted. Sweet, happiness, yeah, whatever. So this guy's good because he has some built-in trample, which is nice, and 3/3 is sometimes hard for your opponent to just sweep away, especially with the new blue-red deck. They can't really deal with it that well. 5 mana for a 2/4 flying Exalted, and it costs all those. Probably not. Battle Grace Angel, like, I would much rather just cast this thing, which is 4/4, obviously way better, and it gains lifelink. First, untap that creature. Oh wow, so you basically get to attack twice. That's really sweet. And he's already going to get the bonus. So this thing is basically just a land cycler, so you can go find your other colors, and you're mostly white, so probably going to have to make the deck. That's so weird. This card is just bad. Reveal the top card, otherwise put it in your hand. Oh, no, it's not bad. You just have to draw a card. But it is a 6 mana guy that doesn't do anything the turn he comes out. This guy's pretty good. He's been in the game before. This thing just randomly flying pro all colors. I guess that's a thing. I don't really know. And then this guy, trample, enters battlefield with 7 counters, deals damage, you gain that much life. If damage would be dealt to it, remove counters. Alright, let's get rocking here. I just don't know what I'm going to be doing with this deck. This guy's just unblockable, so he's obviously going to make it. 3/3 flyer that you can make bigger? That seems really good. Ooh, they gave me a full playset of Rock's Warmonk. I'll take it. I like this thing. This thing seems pretty good, because I'm going to have forests and plains, and people are going to attack me. But then again, it doesn't really do that much. It's just kind of a 2/3, so We'll leave it in the sideboard for now. Another Behemoth Sledge. Pariah is probably going to be pretty good because we just want basically removal. Bat Charm, we'll toss in the last one. This thing's not that good. You need a ton of mana for it to really do anything. Whenever, yeah, that sounds good for a double, for a Exalted deck. Okay, so this thing just gives my multicolored creatures +1/+1 for each of their colors. How many multicolored, like, I have a bunch of these creatures, some of them are multicolored. Okay, there's a lot of multicolored creatures in here now that I think about it. There's actually a ton. Okay, we're gonna toss that guy in there. Not great. Ooh, another Sublime Archangel? Thank you. Resto Angel might make the cut. We'll see. So now, like, Ivory Mask is interesting. Somebody was playing this against me earlier, and it almost completely destroyed me since I was playing the red-blue deck, but I'm trying to figure out how it's going to be useful outside of that. I mean, they can still attack you. So, yeah, I don't think I'm going to toss in Ivory Mask just yet. Face Reward is an interesting one to counter sweepers, but I don't think it's going to be necessary. Battleflight Eagle, nah. And then we got Finest Hour to attack again. Yeah, I'm still not sure about this one. We'll toss it in for now, maybe. Maybe not. That's not very good. Ooh, a Mythic. If you control a blue permanent, you may put a Mirror... I've actually played with this card before. I don't think so, though. Not in this one. I mean, like, what happens if you don't have a blue permanent? Then you just get nothing out of it? That kind of sucks. Another one of these Pro All Colors. I don't think I'm going to run the other one. When it attacks, destroy all other creatures. 7-drop? Yeah. I don't know. And then there's Empirical Archangel, Flying Shroud, damage. Yeah, I think I'll toss in a Devout Invocation, but yeah, let's drop most of the other. We might end up dropping that one too. Like, a lot of these expensive spells are pretty bad here. I think I'm just going to drop all of these. How many 4-drops do I have? Only 5. Okay, that's fine. I have 1,000,000,000 3-drops, though. What is this thing? Oh yeah, I don't need these Guardians of Akrazan, and maybe not even these Reach creatures either. I think that we're going to end up dropping these Martial Coups, all these Sigil Blessings as well. Yeah. Alright, so now we just need to make 7 more cuts. Like, do I just cut the top end? Maybe I cut one of these Behemoth Sledges, like... I don't really want to be drawing them in multiples. I guess I don't need Pariah. It seems like a pretty good card. Maybe I'll leave it in. And like a bunch of my early creatures have... I guess we don't... Well, Resto is pretty good. Alright, I guess I'm just going to drop this thing. It's Finest Hour. It's not like completely necessary. With a bunch of creatures in my deck, I really want to be running something like Devout Invocation on the top of the curve. But... it might just be too high on the curve for me to be happy about running it. I guess I don't really need the Dauntless Escorts. Maybe... No, Rock Swarmlog is so good. Notvine Paladin. Alright, we'll drop the Notvine Paladin. It really is just a 2/2. I mean, it gets bigger, obviously, but still need to cut 3 cards. Not going to be the Squires. Like, I could cut the Deaf Duelists. Oh, yeah, I don't even like this guy that much. And maybe just one of these Escorts. I don't know, there's so much for me to do to be doing on turn 3. We'll try it without the Pariahs. I don't know how much I'm going to need them. I really don't think this is the best way to run this deck. Oh, we need to determine mana. We got some blue. I don't really see it being like that much more white than the other things. I'm actually gonna cut this down to 8, cut this back up to 6. Although maybe we're gonna go 5, 7. And I'm not sure if that's correct, but I guess there's a bunch of white 1-drops and 2-drops. I don't know. Let's get a game here. Or 2, or 10, or 20. Probably not 20, but you never know. See what we can do. Alright, we got a match. Sorry, I'm just checking something else on my computer. Make sure that everything's okay here. Alright, we should be fine. And hopefully, my opponent will start the game right up. Come on, Paulos. You got this, bro. You can be a pal. Paulos, stop not being a pal. Nibbler. Alright, we got into 2 games right in a row. And he even started this one. So I'm really just not a fan of this deck. I mean, I guess I have to see it in action before I make any complete judgments. I don't have any white. If I had green-white, it would be a pretty good hand, actually, but... This is what I was worried about, just a billion 3-drops. I think I'm actually going to go for a new one. Alright, at least I have all the colors in this hand. You too. Yeah, so I've got all my colors. Got double white. Got a 6-drop. That'll help me win the game. Probably. You never know. I think I really want to be getting off to a good start in this deck, though. Just a little bit disappointing. I don't need triple white for anything. I'll probably just go get another green source. I'm not really sure which one I need more, another green source or another blue source. Gossamer Phantasm. That's fine. Can kill it with Bant Charm if I need to, but I mean, we need to get something going here. I just have a completely reactive hand right now. Rock's Warmonk would really help. I mean, just the life-linking power and the giantness, the overall giantness of him would definitely help out. Okay, he got it. Ugh. This guy's like 2 turns too late. What the hell, man? What are you doing to me, bud? I'm still a long way away from casting Wolfblood, but then again, I'm also a long way away from dying, so it's a positive thing. Is he really not going to attack you? I can't imagine that. Maybe it's just a little bit laggy, and he wasn't even considering not attacking. He was just getting lagged upon. And he's got a Divination here. That's pretty good for him. I wish this thing could draw cards. I think Esper Charm is the one that draws 2. It's a sweet card. Esper Charm, that is. Alright, so we got another Bant Charm there. Some removal. It's pretty good. Counter target instant as well. And we're just trading some damages here, it looks like. Hopefully he'll give me a good target for a Bant Charm so that I can get a card out of his hand. He's got a bunch of them. He's definitely up on cards because he was on the draw and he played a Divination already, so yeah, he's for sure way up on cards here. I don't really feel like killing just this plain old Gossamer Phantasm. Just doesn't seem that useful for me. And he's just not going to do anything. Odd. That's a pretty good draw, because now I can leave a Bant Charm, and if he... Oh my god, I meant to attack. What is going on? God damn it. Shoot. I just tabbed through it because I was talking. Make so many mistakes when I play. I don't usually do this in real life. It's just... Or at least I don't think, I guess. I mean, I wouldn't really be able to tell because I don't have the footage to... Yeah, fine. We'll do it now. He might have a counter. But... there's... I mean, he's going to counter it anyway. I just get a lot of value out of it this way. Yeah, sure, why not? Give my guy Summoning Sickness. You could have unsummoned before blocks, dude. Why didn't you just unsummon before blocks? You can get the damage through. Well, I guess, I mean, that's just as bad as me screwing up and not even attacking last turn. Alright, so he's still got 6 cards in hand. And imagine he's got something for me to play here. Nothing. Alright. Deft Duelist. That is not something that I can really play here. Kind of want to just drop the Resto right now. Play around him drawing a counterspell or something. And also, if he's got like land for Draining Welk, then I also don't want to play into that. That would be less than ideal for sure. So we really should both be at 14, but I guess works itself out. Royal Elemental? That'd be nice. It'd be nice because he's tapping out and then I can just Bant Charm, get rid of it, and not really be in any worse position. So I can hit for 4 next turn. He can't even attack me unless he's gonna use an instant on me or something. Jace's Mindseeker, probably not a big deal unless he actually hits one of my spells. There just aren't that many, but like a Bant Charm would be a little bit annoying. It looks like he did get one. No, he didn't. And he milled a bunch of useless cards, except for Rock's Warmuck. I would definitely have liked to have that here. So hopefully he'll go for the double block. It makes a lot of sense for him to double block. But I'm just going to immediately attack before even pretending like I have anything. I guess I'm kind of pretending, like assuring him that I have something. I'm doing it this way. Okay, so he's just going to do that, and unfortunately, I needed the extra blue source more than I needed the extra green source because I happened to draw my 2 Deaf Duelists, which are basically like my only creatures that actually require blue mana to cast, but oh well. No big deal. It would have been really nice to just get that Gossamer Phantasm off the board for free, but I wonder how the game would have gone. So it should be him at 10, me at 14 now. And there's a Royal Elemental, just as I was hoping for. It's a little bit annoying because he gets, he doesn't get to keep it, right? It's just for as long as, yeah, for as long as he controls it. But I don't get to attack next turn, and my guy doesn't untap either. I really hope I draw a island. It's pretty unlikely, isn't it, huh? He's going to to hit me for 2 this turn down to 14, and then another 4 the next turn. Unless I draw a land, so I can play a Death Duelist to block his bear. Still got a bunch of cards in hand. Like, I could wait for him to untap and then kill his Royal Elemental, but that's too risky. I mean, he could have counters. Like, I'm playing against a blue deck, so it would save me 4 damage, but it's the risk is just that I lose the game because he counters my removal spell. Alright, so that was not the right one, unfortunately. Get out of here, bro. I guess I could just chump block his bear with my Crazen Squire, but that's probably not a good idea. Oh, I can attack, actually. Sweet. If he wants to trade, that's fine with me. But I'm not blocking, and the trade's fine, so if he wants to take it, I'll let him take it. Alright, didn't think so. Glad I didn't miss those points of damage too, or you guys never would have forgiven me. So next turn, probably just going to drop Wolfblood. If I draw like a 4-drop, then I might want to drop Death Duelist and the 4-drop instead, but we'll figure it out. We'll cross that road when we get there. Yeah, Wolfblood's a sweet card. Just gives pumps all my creatures, and can put 4/4 wolves out. Can only put 1 out at a time, but man, I don't know why I got tired all of a sudden. Not really too worried about Aetherplasm. Like, he already summoned 2 of his 6-drops. There's not even that many more that he can get. At the same time, I'll probably just attack with my Resto next turn instead, charging with both. Although I guess I kind of want to. Well, I don't know. We'll see what I draw. Hopefully it'll be something sweet. I wish I had Finest Hour in. Like, at a time like this, it would be so useful. Right, so that's obviously bad. Just gonna drop Wolfblood and then attack. He can hit me for 2 in the air. Oh, he's got a Frost Breath or something. Nope, didn't like it. He can hit me for like 2 in the air next turn, but that's not so much. And if he does that, then I mean he might be facing lethal from my Resto Angel unless he's got some removal or a Frost Breath or an Unsummon or something like that. I'm in an okay position here, not a great position. I'm playing against Mind Maze. They have a lot of answers to this kind of situation. Like, you could just Frost Breath both my guys, beat for 4. I don't know. There's a number of things that he can do. Phantasmal Image, copy my Tolfear. I don't really think that helps him as much as he thinks it does. Probably should have just copied my Restoration Angel, to be honest. There's an Illusionary Servant as well. But he's only got 1 card left in hand. If it's a Frost Breath, I'm probably just dead. No, probably not. Oh, there's Unblockable, dude. Right on time. There's a lot of cards in this deck that don't have Exalted now that I look at it. But, I mean, that's fine. The deck is built on the premise of Exalted, but if not all the creatures in it have Exalted, that's still okay. So he just let me attack, which means that he probably doesn't even have an Unsummon. So he's just going to have to chump block with his with his Illusionary Servant, obviously. And I'm just going to drop Unblockable, dude, I guess. It's not really likely to matter. Oh, okay. Well, that's not too relevant. So, yeah, he can't really do much other than keep attacking me for 2 in the air. He could draw like a bomb at any moment. I mean, if he drops a giant flyer that Resto can't get through. Does he even have any flyers that big? No, he quit out. I don't know why. I mean, he could survive another turn. What? Okay. I just don't... The game's algorithms for when to attack never cease to amaze me. Never. Forever. Gleam of Resistance. Sweet. So that means I can just attack with everything. It's like 1 good block, maybe? No, not even. I knew that this card was actually going to get cast. Yeah. Sorry, brah. Not today. And drop a Death Duelist. I probably would have won this game no matter what he did. But yeah, I mean, this deck doesn't really want to cast Gleam of Resistance ever. I don't even think I showed you what it did. It's just basically there for it. It's basically there for a basic land cycling. Yeah, dude. You're not going to survive the turn. Oh, and I can activate this again to make myself another Legendary Wolf so that the other one will die? Now that is amazing. I'm going to do it. Can't stop me. Have you got another Resto Angel? He's still dead. Oh, I'll get rid of this one. Okay, and we draw the untapped blue source like 15 turns too late, but he's got 3 creatures, I've got 5. Do the math, Izdaisho wins. Boom. I'm an Explorer Mage. I have no idea what that means, but fear me. Fear me! Alright, let's try and get another game. Is that the first game? No. Did I play against an Avacyn's Glory? No, that might have been the first game.